Hey guys, welcome back to one of my videos. My name is Jesse. So right off the back, I want to say my operation was a success. And guess where I had my operation? In Mexico. Wait, why Mexico? Well, because it's cheaper over there. I don't have the best health insurance, but hopefully once I graduate and start working, I can get a killer health insurance. And as I was doing my super research, the operation here in the United States would have been like around $15,000. The operation in Mexico was $1,200, which a family member happily paid for. At first, I was a little bit scared going to Mexico because I hear a lot of crazy stuff that happens over there, especially because of the cartel violence. And I haven't been to Mexico since I was 10 years old. As we went to Mexico, there was a lot of Mexican soldiers there, and I was a little bit freaked out because they all had these big guns, and I was kind of freaked out. So we go inside this convenience store, and the first thing I see is a soldier with a big ass shotgun. That freaked me out, so I was like, nope. I went to the different direction. There was definitely a lot of soldiers patrolling that area of Mexico. But luckily, we didn't run into any problems. It was actually really peaceful over there. But yeah, it's nerve-wracking seeing a lot of guys with guns. The locals say, as long as you stay out of trouble, you'll be alright. So we went to the doctor and scheduled my surgery, and they did all the tests they're supposed to do. And I was really worried attending a Mexican hospital because I thought, and please forgive me for this, but I thought that the hospitals in Mexico were not as professional like the ones here in America. They're just as professional and capable of doing the same things. But if you go to Mexico to see a doctor, make sure you go to a reputable doctor because apparently there's a lot of doctors, they're like back alley doctors. Yeah, try to stay away from those. But the doctor that did my operation was really knowledgeable and definitely knew what he was doing. It was very stupid of me to think that they were not capable of doing a simple surgery like that. So days before my surgery, we went to go eat at the best places in that area of Mexico. But definitely, Mexico is the home of the taco. Well, I think Taco Bell has better tacos. I will hurt you. But you know what bothered me from every restaurant we went to? None of them had fucking toilet seats. They all look like this. This is an actual picture that I took. Listen, I'm not saying that all Mexico's like this. I'm just saying to all the restaurants that I went to, none of them has seats. And I even went to a lookalike Walmart and I went to their restrooms. Good God, they didn't have seats either. I couldn't do my business. So I had to wait until I get to one of my uncle's houses to take a dump. So either there's a shortage of toilet seats over there in that area of Mexico, or there's a fucking madman stealing all the toilet seats. That's it. That's why there's a lot of soldiers in Mexico, because they're looking for the fucking guys who are stealing all the toilet seats. But anyway, the day of their operation came, and I was really nervous. But as you already know, you died. Really? Yeah, if you would have died, I would have renamed the store to, let's see, Store Goes Policy Toy Store. Without Jesse. That sounds stupid. But anyways, it was really nice being in Mexico. I was in the same city where my parents met. They were like 12, 13 years old when they met. I was in a really rundown part of Mexico, but it was really beautiful in its own way. So after a day in recovery in the hospital, my dad and I decided to head back home. But before we left, we made sure to buy a lot of Mexican goodies like candies, drinks, and especially tacos. So my dad calls my uncle to give us a ride to Brownsville. That way we can get to our truck and we'll drive off back to Houston. So we put everything behind my uncle's pickup truck because there was no room inside. The truck was really cramped, and it's those type of trucks that it was made for only 3 people to ride. We were just jamming until we got to the border.
Ándale cochino, ándale cochino, ándale cochino, soy un lobo alegre.
So anyways, we get to the border/customs. The officer asked for our IDs. And a drug-sniffing dog started sniffing around the back of the truck. The officer asked for our names. I told him, my name is Jesse. Wait a minute. The ID you just gave me says Jesus. Oh, I'm sorry. I go by Jesse, but my real name is Jesus. The officer told my uncle, turn off the car and give me the keys. I was like, oh, crap. Are we going to get in trouble? The officer told my uncle, what's in the back of the truck? And my uncle said, tacos. And by the way, this happened like around 10 o'clock at night. So the officer started pointing his light at me. What's your business in Mexico? Oh, I went to go see a doctor and got an operation. Why? There's no doctors in Houston or something? Yeah, there's doctors in Houston. They're fucking expensive. So remove your glasses. After a few more questions, he let us pass. But anyways, we arrived to Houston, and boy, it feels good to be back home. Mexico is beautiful and all, but I definitely miss my city. And I just want to give special thanks to my family over there in Mexico, to my aunts, uncles, cousins that took care of me. I really appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. But I especially want to thank my dad. He missed a whole week of work just to be with me in Mexico. So thank you, Dad, y te quiero mucho. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching my personal story. I really appreciate that, and I'm going to be making more videos like this in the future, so please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Ándale cochino, ándale cochino, ándale cochino. Soy un lobo alegre, me gusta bailar. Y ahora con mi Junior les voy a cantar.